Jai Hind everyone, welcome back to the class of English Studies. My name is Arun Kumar, your guide, mentor, and partner in the mission of mastering NDA, CDS, and SSC English. Friends, in the series of 100 golden rules of spotting errors, we have discussed total 27 rules from the chapter subject verb agreement. In this video, we are going to continue with the same. We will discuss a few more rules from the chapter conjunction. Basically, we'll be discussing conjunction pairs. While spotting errors in the sentence, you have to very careful whether the correct pairs of the conjunctions have been used or not. One wrong pair of conjunction can cost you heavy in the examination. So, let us start with the first rule. Rule number 28, in continuation to the rules that we have discussed in the previous classes. Rule number 28, no sooner is followed by than. No sooner is followed by than. No sooner had he arrived than the rain started. You can see no sooner is followed by than. In examination, how you will get the question? No sooner had he arrived when the rain started, which is wrong. So correct pairing will be no sooner than, not no sooner when. Remember, no sooner than is a correlative conjunction. Why correlative conjunction? Because it correlates two actions in the sentence. First action finishes, the second action starts. Means finish point of the first action is the starting point of the second action. जैसे ही वह पहुंचा बारिश शुरू हो गई. उसका पहुंचना और बारिश का शुरू होना same point. Means one action finishes, other action starts. So that is why it correlates two actions. So it is correlative conjunction. So no sooner is followed by than, not by when. Rule number 29, hardly is followed by when. Again, this is correlative conjunction. Why? Because two actions being correlated. Let us see. Hardly had I sat, the bell rang. Sitting and ringing of the bell, two actions joined by hardly when. In examination, what they will give you? In place of when, they will give you than, which is wrong. Hardly had I sat, then the bell rang. Wrong. What will be the correct pair? Hardly had I sat, when the bell rang. Rule number 30 is scarcely is followed by when. Scarcely is followed by when. Again, this is correlative conjunction, two actions in the sentence. Scarcely had the match begun when it started raining. So, starting of the match and starting of the rain, two actions joined by scarcely and when. You have to remember this pair. Scarcely is followed by when. Hardly is followed by when. No sooner is followed by than. Rule number 31. Although will not be followed by but. But is wrong, because though and although both are already contrasting conjunctions, contrasting words, they don't need extra contrasts. उनको अलग से contrast करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Though he is poor, he is honest. In examination, what they will give you? But, which is wrong. Though itself is what? Contrast. So extra contrast will spoil your sentence. So but is not required. though will not be followed by anything. The next rule is very, very important. Lest is followed by should. It is conjunction of purpose, negative purpose. Lest means otherwise, nahi to. Work hard lest you should fail. मतलब मेहनत करो नहीं तो fail हो जाओगे. So lest will be followed by should. This pair you have to keep in mind. In examination, what they will give you? Work hard lest you will fail. एग्जाम में देंगे जो कि गलत है. Lest will always be followed by should, not will and would. Rule number 33. So that conjunction of result or degree. Conjunction of degree means, let us see, he is so weak that he cannot walk. His weakness, due to his weakness, he cannot walk. This is the result. Degree of his weakness is so high that he cannot walk. So is followed by that. This pair you have to remember. Rule number 34, such that conjunction of result. It was such a different paper that many failed. Such is always followed by that. So it was such a difficult paper that many failed. Why it's a conjunction of result? Because of the difficulty level of paper, result was what? Many failed. पेपर इतना मुश्किल था कि रिजल्ट क्या हुआ? बहुत सारे फेल हो गए. So such will be followed by that. It was such a difficult paper. In exam they will give you so, which is wrong. It was such a difficult paper, so many failed. Wrong. Such will always be followed by that. Rule number 35. To is followed by to, conjunction of result or degree. He is too weak. Degree of weakness, extent of weakness, that he cannot walk. He is too weak to walk. Due to his weakness, what is the result? He cannot walk. So T double O is followed by TO, single O. Remember. In exam, what they will give you? He is too weak that he cannot walk. Wrong. So to will always be followed by to, TO, not anything else. Rule number 36. As and as, equality, conjunction of comparison. When two things are being compared, two qualities are being compared positively, remember, positively, then we shall use as and as. As will be followed by as. He is as tall as his brother. Now, what is being compared? Height. So his height is equal to his brother's height. So when two things are being compared, something is being compared positively, then we shall use as. As is always followed by as. वह उतना ही लंबा है जितना कि उसका भाई. Remember, there is again so as. So as will be used for negative comparison. He is not so tall as his brother. When there is negative comparison, we shall use so as. When there is positive comparison, we shall use as. You have to remember these pairs. As and as positive, so and as for negative comparison. Rule number 37, either or. Either is followed by or. We have already discussed this in subject verb agreement. Either you or I, the closest subject, verb agrees with the closest subject, I am. So either is followed by or, that you have to always remember, keep in mind. Next rule is neither nor. Neither nor. Neither nor. Neither is followed by nor. In exam, what they will give you? Neither the teacher or the students, which is wrong. What should be? Neither the teacher nor. Neither is followed by nor. Next rule, both is followed by and. Both Ram and Shyam are selected. In exam, what you will get, what they will give you, both Ram as well as Shyam, which is wrong. What should be the correct pair? Both will be followed by and, not by as well as. Next rule, reason that pairing. When there is this word reason in any sentence, reason will always be followed by that, not by because. In examination, what they will give you? The reason is because he was late. Wrong. Because reason itself is because. Reason itself is reason. So reason is always followed by that, not by because. कारण यह है कि वह देर से आया. This is right. कारण यह है क्योंकि वह देर से आया is गलत, wrong. Now rule number 41, whether is followed by or. It is also called conjunction of choice or alternative. You have a choice. You can choose. Let us see. I don't know whether he will come or not. Uncertainty. There is uncertainty here. So whether is always followed by or. I don't know whether he will come or not. You have to check this. Whether is always followed by or, and this is the pair you have to keep in mind. Rule number 42, not only is followed by but also. We have already discussed this in subject verb agreement. Not only but also, nearest subject, verb agreed with the nearest subject. So here you have to, what you have to learn, not only is followed by but also. In exam, what they will give you? Not only the boys but the teacher. Wrong. What should be the correct one? But also. Single but is not accepted. So not only is followed by but also, not only but. Rule number 43, so that is followed by may, might or can. This is conjunction of purpose. He whispered so that no one might hear. So he whispered so that, purpose. What was the purpose of whispering? So that no one might hear. So you have to remember in examination what you will get. He whispered so that no one will hear. Wrong. So that is always followed by may or might or can, not by will. So these are the pairs that are fixed, and you have to look for the correct pairs in the sentence while spotting errors. When there is not correct pairing in the sentence, that would be the error in the sentence. Now next rule, rule number 44. Rather than is followed by V1, first form of the verb or original form of the verb. This is called conjunction of preference. He would die rather than beg. After rather than, V1, original form of the verb. Preference means he would like to die than beg. वो मरना पसंद करेगा भीख मांगने से ज्यादा. So what you have to keep in mind, rather than is followed by V1. In examination, what you will get? He would die rather than begging, which is wrong. After rather than, original form of the verb, not ing form. Next rule number 45. Had better is always followed by V1, original form of the verb. This is idiomatic expression. This is not conjunction. You had better work hard. बेहतर होगा कि तुम कड़ी मेहनत करो. Had better is followed by V1, original form of the verb. In examination, what you will get? You had better to work hard. Wrong. You had better to work hard is wrong. You had better work hard. V1. Now next rule, rule number 46. Would rather is followed by V1. Would rather is followed by original form of the verb. I would rather stay. Preference at home. मैं घर पर रहना ज्यादा पसंद करूंगा. Preference. So I would rather stay. In examination, what you will get? I would rather staying. Wrong. V1. Would rather is followed by original form of the verb. V1. Next, so as to is equal to V1. Means so as to, this conjunction is followed by what? Expression is followed by, V1, avoid. He whispered so as to avoid. Avoid is what? V1. Purpose. Why he whispered? Purpose is to avoid attention of others. So as to is followed by original form of the verb V1. Next rule, prevent from. Many questions come from this rule. Prevent will always be followed by from. He was prevented from entering the hall. In examination, what they will give you? He was prevented to enter the hall, which is wrong. Prevent will always be followed by verb plus ing. Prevented from entering. Prevent followed by from, then ing form of the verb, not to form. Rule number 49. Stop followed by from, then ing. The police stopped him from escaping. In exam, what you will get? The police stopped him to escape. Wrong. So stop is followed by from, then ing form of the verb. The police stopped him